Question: If unnatural law is always irrelevant and unnecessary and cannot be legitimately binding to anyone, why is it followed? To answer this question, let us refer back to our chart of negative natural law expressions. We see it is due to negative natural law expressions. This happens when there is no harmony with natural law. Let us delve deeper into reasoning of why the most dangerous superstition is followed by everyone. How has such a thing bound all our minds into such a warped vision of reality? Fear, ignorance, confusion, control, chaos, in that order, are the negative expressions of natural law. They are in that order for a reason. I will now explain to you how we have manifested evil. There are two generative polarities, love and fear. When fear is our motivation and what we use as a means to an end, we unconsciously initiate ignorance. Once the refusal of truth has started, what happens inside of us is an internal expression of confusion. What happens is society is the external expression of control. The result we create is chaos. This is how manifested evil is created. Now that we have addressed how the most dangerous superstition is manifested, let us continue. As a question remains, why? Unnatural law does not exist. It is the manifested evil resulting from a lack of harmonization with natural law. Government does not exist. Government is a bunch of unnatural laws, which exist due to the manifestations of not following the laws of nature. Why is unnatural law followed? Answer: Unnatural law is followed because we lack understanding of what natural law is. We lack the understanding of what natural law is because of the natural law expressions that arise from our lack of understanding what natural law is. These negative expressions, fear, ignorance, confusion, control, chaos, lead to unnatural law. They are natural expressions, but they lead to unnatural law. Unnatural law does not exist in nature. Natural law has a positive and a negative expression, and unnatural law exists amongst its negative ranks. Natural law is the real law that governs us. Inequality under unnatural law. Under unnatural law, everyone has different rights depending on the whim of legislators, who those appointed in position of authority have more rights than their subjects. Under unnatural law, rights are created by humanity. Therefore, rights are not endowed to human beings at birth. They're not gifted to us by the creator of the universe. Under unnatural law, people who call themselves government or belong in a place of authority or are capable of granting rights to others, including themselves, and are capable of revoking rights from others, excluding themselves. Yes, babe. The Wheelers. Wheeler. Wheelers. No, just the Wheelers. Under unnatural law, those who presume to rule believe they belong there, as having the moral right to rule, whereas those who obey believe they belong in this position, as their moral obligation to obey. Those who obey cannot do what those who rule do to them. Government. Unnatural law is the constitution of man's law. Unnatural law is the primary expression of archanism. Unnatural law is the creation of government. Government, from the Latin verb gubernare, to control, and the Latin noun mens, mind. Government means mind control. Slavery. Mind control is mental slavery. Promoting unquestionable self-induced servitude, mental slavery maintains physical slavery. Ownership over other people who must obey their owner. Authority. The belief in the legitimacy of authority is the belief in the legitimacy of slavery. Authority is the idea from the mind that man can be God and through just jurisdiction dictate the law. When this is accepted as a mindset through the erroneous belief in unnatural law, the soul becomes mentally enslaved on the physical plane. The individual affected becomes mentally enslaved in the religious cult of statism.